Never been questioned by party officials before. I have on like Discord servers, but I've never been questioned by a real life party official. I feel like I had a ton of my own questions answered, and I'm really glad I went because I never would have learned half the stuff that I did if I didn't go, because they don't post that kind of stuff on YouTube. And this is one thing that I do want to talk about. Let me just finish this. This was something that was kind of crazy. Okay, so after the first half, we took a lunch break, right? And then after the lunch break, we came back and we were doing a workshop where we were like testing out the Central Committee. So
we are the political power. We will never tell the bourgeois parties. We will never tell the ruling.
We were all having a discussion, and then the Central Committee members were going to have a deliberation.
Forward independently with our own path. We will carry with us the courage of leadership always, no matter how insurmountable our odds.
And then the leadership was going to hear what they had to say, and then they were going to make a proposal. It's like a whole system, right? It's a whole thing. It's a whole process. And like we're sitting there in a circle at my table doing this thing with everybody, and then I get a tap on my shoulder, and I hear like this deep voice be like, "You need to come with me." And I was like, okay, it's my chapter executive, right? So I'm like, okay, am I in trouble? Is this like for a good thing? Is this for a bad thing? Like I'm not asking this, but I'm like thinking this in my head. I'm like, is this for something that I did good, or like is this for me to get to talk to Haz maybe? Because I'm like talking about the InfoWars stuff. I'm just yappy as I am. I'm just yappy, and he leads me over to Kyle Pettis, who's the like department head of personnel, right? So that's like party security and like I don't know, all kinds of crazy stuff. I think it was this girl named like Slava. I don't know. People kept talking about her all weekend, but I don't think I ever like talked to her really. I think she was like sending out information to people, and then they would be like, yeah, Slava said here, or like Slava's gonna send out more information later, or like Slava's gonna do this, Slava's gonna do that. Yeah, but she was there too, so she was kind of like just chilling. And then Kyle Pettis was like, what do you think about recording, or like something like that, right? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what does that mean? And then I was like, in general, and he was like, are you recording right now? And I was like, no, somebody asked me not to. It was the OTC, right? The One True Communist. He is the one who asked me not to record earlier that day. So he was looking out for the party. OTC is the OTC. Party, you should love your OTC because he is the GOAT. He's the dog. But he asked me not to, and I didn't, because I am not trying to go in there and be unethical and unhonest. But they did give me a notebook and a pen, so I wrote down stuff. I wrote notes the whole time, because that felt like free game. Anyways, then he breaks down the recording laws in Illinois, right? He's like, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. So Illinois is a one-party video state, but it is a two-party audio state. And I was like, yep, I know. Okay, great. I'm not recording. And he was like, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And I was like, yep, I was asked not to record. I'm not recording. And he was like, yep. But then he was asking me about my recording yesterday, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not trying to dox anybody, right? Like, I was just recording during the march and like during the chants and during the speech. Like, I'm a YouTuber, like I'm like a journalist. I just do my thing, right? The most interesting part is like, it sounds like I wasn't even the only undercover journalist there, right? Like, I was undercover insofar that it's like I was wearing a press badge or something, but I met other people and I'd be like, yeah, I'm making a video, or like, yeah, I'm working on a piece, blah, blah. And like, they'd be like, oh my God, me too. And there were like 2 or 3 of them. I don't know if they got shut down. I don't know if they got questioned. They probably better at keeping their mouths shut though. So then after that, they didn't hold me too long. It was probably like a 2 or 3 minute questioning, but I'll be honest, I was scared. I've never been questioned by party officials before. I have on like Discord servers, but I've never been questioned by a real life party official. No, this is so embarrassing, but when I was in kindergarten or 1st grade, I think it was kindergarten, I smelled my friend's hair and I said it smelled buttery or something, because it did. And my teacher got in trouble, and I was supposed to go to the principal and like not go to an ice cream party. And this is me just trauma dumping on my video, but this is what I get. This is internet therapy. This is the cost of you getting the ACP scoop. I didn't get to go to the ice cream party, except I did go to the ice cream party because I wiggled out. I didn't get questioned by party executives. Even the president, I wiggled out of that. You know what else I wiggled out of? In 3rd grade or 2nd grade, I did something in class, and it was for a good reason, and my teacher was like, you should go show that to the principal, because that is like so cool. That is like a very unique way of doing it. and I also didn't get questioned by the party then. They don't have anything on me. They can't touch me. They can't touch me. The party can't touch me. But this party touched me. Both my heart and my ability to not be questioned. It touched my heart and my ability to not be questioned. And what can I say? That's all I can say. Anyways, so during the break, that's when I heard the guys that I was talking about earlier about the